Plaintiff Samantha Bramfield dated the defendant, and they have twins. But Samantha claims during their relationship, the defendant was physically abusive. Samantha claims the defendant once punched her in the face and threw a tire at her. And she's suing him today for breach of contract and emotional distress. Defendant Daryl Miley insists Samantha was the violent one in the relationship, and he has the tape to prove it. Daryl claims Samantha once busted out his windows in a jealous rage, and he's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
I met the defendant in 2007, 2 months before I started my freshman year of college. We began dating. We had twins in 2009. In our relationship, it was definitely abusive, mentally and physically.
How so?
Physically, after we had the twins were 4 months old, Daryl socked me in the face. And then when they were 8 months old, he threw a tire through my driver's side window, and the glass shattered from my head to my toe. He was arrested. I had to go to the emergency room in an ambulance. I have actually medical records to show you also.
This part of your emotional distress claim?
Yes.
Okay.
I had an abrasion.
Prosecuted or?
Daryl talked me out of, me being stupid.
Not unusual.
Yeah,
Not
he kind of talked me out of it. After that, I left the defendant. I moved back with my mother.
Good, at least you did that.
Yes, I left because I didn't want my daughter to think it would be okay for a man, regardless of who he is, to put his hands on her.
Good.
So,
what were things like since then?
he came to the daycare with his girlfriend, him and his girlfriend trying to beat me up. Like,
Why?
basically.
Why do you all have all this violence after you've left?
Me, Daryl always wants to get back with me.
And he thinks that committing acts of violence against you will help get you all back?
You have to ask him, Judge.
No,
honestly.
you're the one telling me. I don't think he's going to tell me that.
He's still in love with me, honestly, yes. Because up to a month ago, he asked, could he move in my house? Things like that. So
You sure you all broke up a couple of years ago?
It was years ago, yes.
Years ago, and this man's still doing this. Huh?
Because I've been with him, so.
Well, that's why you're saying this, then.
No, seriously, Judge.
Ain't no man gonna be texting no woman years later talking about I love you. Never mind, I'm gonna stay outside doing it. I ain't got nothing to do with it, Doc.
Plaintiff Samantha Bramfield dated the defendant, and she claims he was physically abusive. But the defendant claims Samantha was the violent one, and he has the tape to prove it.
Go ahead, sir. You give me some background on your association, friendship with the ex or the mother of your children.
She's calling me violent. I have a video recording tape showing you that she's been the violent one the whole time.
She said the reason you all broke up is because you assaulted her, and she moved with her mother because you assaulted her. Did that happen or not?
Yes, it did.
Okay, well, let's start there.
Okay.
Now, what else do you want to tell me about any violence that occurred after that?
I moved with my grandmom. I found somebody else. She wanted to come down there and control that relationship. And she was basically trying to fight the other girl. I got Samantha out the house on respectful, with no police involved. And she was like breaking my windows, the house windows and all that. She has a violent
When was
herself.
this? What year?
2010, 11.
Okay. Ma'am, did that happen?
No. The girlfriend he has now broke his window
Oh,
at his grandmother's house. I wish I had the pictures to show you, because he called me like, hey, you need to come beat her up. She just broke my window.
So you've never initiated any violence against him?
No.
You never initiated any?
No, I haven't initiated.
Okay,
I felt like they were kind of
I know everybody's going to say it's self-defense. I got all that. I said initiate. All right. And so he says he has footage to show me she initiated. Let's take a look.
Yo, keep it moving, yo.
Bro, I know. Get complain. I will bite him. No, I never out of here. I will bite.
Get your mom to do it, yo. Your mom, your boyfriend, all of them do it. Your mom, your boyfriend, all that. Your boyfriend, your mom, your boyfriend. I know you do. You're a nut.
Come on.
You're a nut, boss man. Keep moving. You so crying.
See what you saying? What? If that's you, you look like a nut.
We was going
Like
through
he's
something.
saying you are.
No,
You talking about see what you saying? Somebody was holding you back.
He ain't with you, Bob. Keep moving.
They're holding you back the entire tape. You tried to assault him.
No, me and him were arguing.
No,
Yes.
you were trying to attack him. I'm looking right at it, ma'am. Don't tell me what you were doing. You were trying to attack. And you said you never initiated anything.
Daryl
You were
had
cursing him and trying to attack him. I looked right at it.
Because he tried to punch me.
He tried to punch you. So you just kept coming at him. Instead of walking away, you're telling him what you're going to do to him. You're threatening him. You're going at him. That's self-defense you're talking about?
I'm just like...
Good enough. Your counterclaim for emotional distress is for what I just saw?
And more than that,
All right. And what else?
There's plenty. It's plenty more.
Some other instances?
It's over a car that she's saying I didn't give her money for.
All right, that's the claim we're going to talk about now.
Okay.
The breach of contract, ma'am. How does he owe you for that?
In 2011, after we separated and everything, my mother and I had been bought a car. So the car kept giving problems, transmission. It was just too many issues. So the car, about the $500, I explained it there. I said, I'll give you the car. You have to sign a promissory note, promise that you will pay the tickets and that you also...
Did he sign it?
Yes, he did.
Let me see that.
I have that.
Did he repay it?
No, he gave me $100 this year.
What else?
And the tickets on the car also. So this is a promissory note. It's 50% every 6 months. And then I explained to Daryl that the tickets on the car also.
Where you all from?
They're in collections, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? Okay, makes sense. Those are mafia rates. Go ahead.
Plaintiff Samantha Bramfield dated the defendant, and she claims he was physically abusive. But the defendant claims Samantha was the violent one, and he has the tape to prove it.
Go ahead, sir. What do you want to say about this money?
The $500 was my fault. I brought it to her job and gave her cash. Later on that day, she asked me to come back and take her home and get the kids something to eat. I put the $500 in her hand, cash, took her to dinner at night. She didn't give me a receipt for it. The tickets, I gave her a credit card. I wanted to have it on document that I gave her the money, and the credit card declined because I had paid it. I have proof right here that I paid the credit card, but I gave her a wrong card. They didn't mail me the new card out. So when she found out that the card declined, I came back downtown when she's supposed to pay the tickets, the parking tickets with that money, and I don't know what happened with that.
So your defense is that you gave her all the money you owed?
Yes, sir.
Is that basically what you're saying? Why do you think she's bringing you here today then?
She's money hungry, sir.
So you think she's drummed this up so that she can come and get some money out of you, and this is the best way she could do it, to fly across the country to get in here to go? Okay, that doesn't sound reasonable to me. So if there's no evidence to overturn her testimony, which does sound reasonable, about the payment?
That I took the money out of my account.
That doesn't mean you gave it to her.
I understand that.
So, with regard to the contract and the monies and the tickets, ma'am, I don't believe him when he says he paid you everything he owes you. Therefore, I'm going to grant your judgment for the money and the tickets, $1,540. Neither one of you are getting any emotional distress. You all both were attacking each other. That's very clear. Hopefully, nobody gets violent with weapons, and hopefully my man, who seems like he might not be anybody that takes a whole lot of mess, hopefully he doesn't have to get involved in any of this. Everybody's carrying guns now. All this fist fighting y'all doing, that's old school. All right? So y'all be very careful. You need to stop it. All right, good luck. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount I stated. Everything else is dismissed. Have a good day.
She has her money. I'm just happy for her.
All I want him to do is take care of his children. That's it.
That's all I've been doing.